Hey guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. Today I'm going to be going over one of my favorite parts of the game, even though I've barely unlocked most of it. I'm going to be going over base building, my thoughts on it, and some of my tips on how to get the essentials for building a base, of course. So first off, what you're going to see in the background here is getting wood from logs and stuff around the world. This is probably one of the most important things I will tell you, because this is what you're going to run out of when building a lot. So as you can see, there's a log. Just walk over to it and pick it up. Not all logs are lootable. This one's a bit bigger, so I guess, I don't know, you guy can't chop it up. But you can find little ones like this one here. You can just take from it, or you can take the Wonder Glue. Anyway, you get the logs, and that gives you wood. Wood is the most essential for crafting earlier on. I imagine later on, when I start unlocking concrete walls and stuff like that, I'm going to have to find more concrete, in which taking over certain settlements will most likely benefit me. But as of right now and starting off, getting wood is all you're going to need. Also, if you can see right up here, after I destroy these guys, in one of these tents here, I'm going to kill that guy first. There we go. Anyway, in some of the tents you will also find wooden logs, as you'll see here. Right over in this tent here, actually, is wooden logs. So you gather those. Here we go. They're dotted around the map and all different things. You get an achievement for picking up 50 of them, which, you know, that's good. Gives you atoms to the atom store, which you can use. Actually, segue, in the atom shop you can actually buy different things for your settlement, as you'll see in the background here. There's many things you can buy here, like appeal, apparel, photo mode, styles. Camp stuff is what you're looking for, as you can go in here and you can buy walls. Well, not walls, but different kinds of building styles. I've actually bought this thing over here, this big freaking vault symbol. As you can see here, I'm going to place it in the background, see what it looks like after you've purchased it. So it's this big concrete metal kind of thing, and it looks really cool. I like it. I use it as like a symbol. Hey, this is where my camp is. There's stuff in here that you can actually, I don't know, build and take, or there's resources in here that you can use. My turrets are going to kill this animal because, you know, that's what turrets are for. Yeah, that's kind of it. For that section of it. Now I'm going to actually go over actual building tips and tricks kind of things from what I've noticed so far. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit to what I'm building. Okay, so as you can see here, sometimes it's tricky. As you can see, this rock is not actual ground, so I can't place it. So in which you just have to find a place where it's mostly on the ground, but also kind of near the rock, so it kind of hangs out over it. So I found this cool little spot here, and I was like, okay, so that works. I'll place a couple down here. Once again, it's locked, so you can place foundations only a certain amount out from the wall, I think. So we'll place them over there. And it's not connecting there because it's going into the ground, and of course you can't do that. Another thing I had troubles with were these freaking stairs. Ugh, so there's those ones that work fine, but I was thinking, nah, I want something smaller. Something that just goes up the hill a little bit so I can place a bunch of platforms down. Those ones there look excellent, but they need to snap to a wall. You can't snap them like that. That kind of sucks. It'd be nice if Bethesda could make it so they snap on the front, but they don't. So I need to place another foundation down, and it needs to be in just the right spot where the stairs will meet up nicely. I was thinking maybe we can get a flat one here, but that doesn't work. It has to be snapped, so we have to use a foundation. Alright, so into the foundations we go. I just have to place it without snapping it, just in the right spot. So I'm thinking around here. So I'm going to place it up here. Kind of gauging and memorizing where the stairs would lie. So as you can see here, it's not snapping right, which means there's something in the way of it. So I got to move it. It's not snapping there because it's under the ground. So I'm going to move the foundation just back a little bit here. There we go. Now, hopefully, maybe. One of the most important things you're going to figure out when building is it takes a lot of tinkering and just moving things around. It's not something you can just quickly build something nice. You actually have to, like, spend some time moving stuff around. I imagine it was the same way in Fallout 4. Here you can see it snaps, but it's telling me it's not going to because something's in the way. So, I'm thinking either it's these foundations I'm standing on, or it's the ground, or it's that bush. Something that's already there that's blocking it from moving. So, I'm going to move it over a little bit away from the bush, away from the gravel. And I'm going to try and place it. It also takes a little bit of I don't know, success and failure kind of thing, like keep trying until it works. Now it's not snapping at all, so maybe it's too close to the foundations, or it's in the right angle. So I'm gonna move it back here a little bit, and nope, still nothing. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna fast forward a little bit to when I actually do get it. Okay, so as you can see here, once again it's not working, but I'm figuring moving it back is getting better, so I move it back a little bit more. I hear someone talking over there and I don't like it, but I move it back enough, and there we go. Now we have a nice little stairway that leads up to another foundation. I'm going to lay down a bunch of foundations up here. It's not snapping right until I'm actually pointing. There we go. I'm going to place some more. I wanted to place more up here, but the ground is not right, so... And snapping's being weird. I hear someone talking, and it's so annoying. I see him down there, I'm like, oh, look at that. Snapping only seems to work very nicely when you're actually just staring at it. Guys burping over there. So here I'm going to place these guys down here. Snapping's being weird again. There we go. Place one in there. I can't place one in there because it's too much underground. You know, fine. That's all dandy. It's under there. Build under there. Build a nice little room over here. Can't place that because there's nothing underneath of it for the foundation to attach to. I think it actually has to touch the ground for it to work. So now we're going to build some walls. Building walls is pretty fun. As you can see here on the side, you've got a bunch of stuff. You can go all the way down and it shows the different types. Like this here is a metal wall. You go down, you can find different walls for warehouses and stuff like that. All the way down to the bottom. But anyway, we'll go back up to the top. And if you go right or left... You can see here, I'm placing this, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want a window. So I go right, and now I have a window. Ta-da! Lots of windows, and if I go left one, I actually end up getting a door, as you'll see here. Not there. There we go. And now I want a door, and I end up placing it in the wrong spot, but whatever. It's there. If I go right, left, there's a door. Excellent. And the door is actually a different thing. For some reason, it's a different menu. Actually, that kind of makes sense. Anyway. So we'll place down a bunch of these, and I'll be back when we're actually doing some more decorating. Okay, so we get a bunch of walls, we put them all up. Now I want to put some stairs up. Time for the second layer of the house. So we get the small stairs, but I kind of want these big ones because I do kind of like them. We got one with the stairs on the left, one with the stairs on the right. I'm not sure which one I want or where I want to put it, but eventually I come to the conclusion that maybe I should put it back here. So I place it down. I don't like where the stairs. I kind of want the stairs against the wall. So I switch to the left one, yes, and place it. Now we have a second floor. Now we need to go up. When I first started building, I started using the roofs as flooring because, as you can see here, I'm actually going to go over to the floors. And there's these flat ones. Well, okay, so how does this work? So I try to place it. Oh, that one works. I place it. Now when I place this one, it's only half. And it won't let me place it there. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But eventually I figure out, as you can see here, so that won't work. So it doesn't snap to the top of walls. It snaps to another piece of flooring. So now, whenever I place it, as you can see, it's really buggy and weird, but all three sides of it, I can actually place another piece of flooring. There we go. Place all those. They're not all even, I guess. Kind of weird, but oh well. I get all the flooring placed down. Time for walls again. Just the usual. Put a bunch of windows up and all that other stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back in here, and I placed some walls, and as you can see, I have run out of wood, so it's time to decorate, because running out of wood is extremely easy. So I'm going to place this down. This is my chemistry bench. It's over in the crafting section of everything. If you're going to place it in this corner, I can't because there's freaking dirt there, so I'm going to place it in front of it. And I'm going to cover it over with a stash, but first I'm going to place my bed upstairs. There we go. Put the bed upstairs. So when building a bed, it's important to make sure you build one that's up off the ground, i.e. like this one here. Don't build, well, you can at the start, but if your bed is actually placed on the ground, like if it's a sleeping bag, you can get diseases from the grass and stuff like that. So it's better to invest in making one of those beds that's up off the ground. So basically, if the higher the tier your bed is, the less likely you are to get a disease while sleeping. I've got my Volt Tech boy here. He's something I got from pre-ordering it. I'm going to place him upstairs just so he's right next to my bed, so you know you wake up and you get to see him pointing at you like disappointed. Place him here. And I got this cool statue too, so I'm going to go over here and place the statue outside. Right in this corner looks nice. Yeah, go. And now we got a bunch of these. These here, I believe I purchased a pack for them in the Atom store. So I'm just going to place a whole bunch of these. These are just safety things. Medicine, so I decided to place it over here next to the chemistry bench because that's where you make all your medicine. I got a cooking one and all that other stuff. I'm going to skip ahead because I place a whole bunch of these. Alright, now I'm going to place this last one here. There, need you. There we go. The overseer needs you. Now I'm going to do some camping stuff. So this here is where you cook. As you can see, if you go right and left on these ones here, you get different styles. I'm not sure if they have different stats. You can cook different things in them. I haven't tested it out because I haven't unlocked a lot, but this here is the basic one that I have. Just a campfire out there. So I'm going to place in this corner where I put the food safety thing. And there we go. That concludes pretty much the building. I think I could have built the door. I should have put that on. Oh yeah, so now I'm bringing out the crafting. So I've gone over to the crafting. This one here is my armor smith. Yeah, my armor workbench. So I'm going to place this down in the corner here. As you can see, it's a little finicky. I'm trying to get it flat against the wall. And under the stairs a little bit there. And I'll place that one down. And I actually cannot place my weaponsmith one, but I do have a tinker's bench. I don't know where I unlocked this, but I'm happy I unlocked it. It allows me to make ammo at home. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll just have a little computer room back here eventually. I'm going to put this in here. Oh wait, we'll get this nice and straight. Make sure it's not hanging off. And move it up a little bit. There we go. And there. Nice and done. That's pretty much all the crafting I can do. I'll run out of everything except for turrets, which I have a little bit I can do. So basically, when you build your base, things will attack it every now and then, so it's nice to have turrets. Of course, the more turrets you do, the better it is, or the more upgrades you can do to it. And so I'm just going to place a couple around where I know that no creatures are going to come over towards. So I place one over here, because I know they're going to come down the hill at me. I try to go into the defenses where you can build walls and all this stuff that are nice, but I didn't have any for that, so place those. Place one there, and I want one facing the other way. So there's two in that corner, we'll put one down in this corner. And we'll place one down here just in case they come up the hill. And then of course, once again, I run out of materials, so that's pretty much all I can do for that. Yeah, that's basically it, other than the fact that here, if you use this, you can actually move your base so that it's not outside, because when you first place down your base, it just places it outside. But you can move it anywheres within your area. So there's all I've done on this character. Another thing you can do is hook up power by lights and all that other stuff. That'll be a different video once I have some more resources and I tinker with it a little bit. I'll hook up power and all those other things. I'll show you the generators and yeah. And also I'll take over a base. I've did it on my live stream. If you look in the bottom in the description, you'll see a link to my Twitch. There should be the video still saved there. You can watch it through. It's really long, so maybe you won't. But anyway, in there, you'll actually see that I end up crafting extractors. You can get them when you take over a base and you place it on a node. I did it for aluminum because aluminum is really hard to find in the game so far. And basically, you hook up power to it, and it extracts minerals from the ground, which you can use for crafting and stuff like that. But that'll be a different video. I'll do all that extra crafting stuff. Yes, as you can see, unlocking, I think in the background, I just glanced past it. In the notes, sometimes you'll unlock recipes, those there be for cooking, or plans. Plans is how you unlock stuff in your crafting, and yeah, basically your crafting. You can unlock plans for how I got the workbenches. Those all came from plans. Mostly from the main store you unlock them, but you can find them elsewhere. Yeah, otherwise, I'm just basically repairing stuff. As you can see, once again, I don't have the materials that I need to fix anything. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I'll be doing an updated version of this when I learn more about this, but I just wanted to release what I thought about this so far. You know, I kind of like the system. It's pretty easy to go through. I imagine it if there was a lot more space, Because in my other character I've maxed the space out, and it's like, well, I only have this little hut that goes up the hill. I don't know. But yeah, I figured out you can get paddle ball strings for ammo, so I'm kind of curious as to what what gun that's for. That's kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, so thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.